Hi everybody, Father Marshall Shelley here. I am offering you all the Rector's vlog and update for the end of this first week of October. We have had a pretty busy weekend. As many of you know who got this message last week, we were hoping to have the blessing of the animals outside worship on Sunday and to be able to welcome each other in the name of Christ. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. I had with my wife actually to get tested for the COVID-19 virus. The good news is we were both negative. We never felt bad. We just wanted to make sure that we were clear and good to go. And we're honored and happy to be able to report that everything is well. So that's good news. And also some good news is that we're actually going to move our blessing of the animals to this coming weekend so that we can enjoy that time with our animal companions. And we hope you do bring your animal friends to worship with us outside beneath the sun, God willing. If it is not raining, we'll have to figure out something else again. But we're going to do our best for that. After the service, we're going to have a drive-by blessing of the animals. So if you're watching it virtually, you can pile the kids and the animals into the car and come down and get a blessing. And we'll be available from, I think, 11 to 11:30 for that. One of the other things that we're focused in on is continual service and also to offer up opportunities to grow as disciples of Jesus here at St. Peter's. We were able to do that this past week with the second taping of our virtual Sunday school. We covered the story of Cain and Abel. I want to thank Christina Maffa-Johnson and our Marissa Brown, both of whom are teachers and coordinators of our Sunday school, in helping me put out a craft, take on some lessons, ask some questions about the scripture, and really dig a little deeper into those first books of the Bible that we're enjoying so much as we read them and prepare services and lessons for you in that regard. I also want to point to our continuing efforts with our volunteers. We have those both virtual and in real time. We're working very hard to sustain the life of Christ here at St. Peter's. Our thrift shop continues to glow with the light of Christ, and folks are really having a great time both sorting and preparing goods for sale, as well as picking them up and finding things, treasures that they didn't think they were going to be able to find, or things they didn't think they needed. And it's always a grand thing to find those little bits and pieces that you thought were lost to time, but turn out they were just in someone else's closet. We are looking forward to a tent sale at the end of this month. It's a Christmas tent sale. We have so many decorations for the holidays that we want to be able to share with the community. So October 21st to the 25th, we're going to be having a tent sale out in our parking lot. You'll be able to shop on the regular days that the thrift shop is open, and we're going to have some special hours for that as well in the evenings. We are going to be serving our dinners at Community Supper again throughout the month. That's Wednesday evenings. We are well over a century of meals that we're offering to folks now each week, which we're very grateful to be able to provide. It's both a challenge and a wonder to be able to offer that up. Community of Hope Ministries also reports that Alice's Cup, our food pantry, is nearing the end of its renovations. We are repairing walls, painting, putting down a new floor, renovating the space so that it is refreshed and renewed when people can enter back into it. But for now, we're just delivering curbside, both the meals at the community soup kitchen, community supper, and as well at the pantry. So we're grateful to be able to continue to offer those up. Which brings me to my word today, and I was trying to think of a good one, and the one that comes to mind for me in this season when we're so mindful of stewardship and community and the challenges we face, the big word for me today is welcome. At St. Peter's, we have a very simple mission statement. That is, welcome home. That's what we seek to practice. That's what we seek to offer to those who come seeking Christ, to give them a home space in which to encounter God, encounter community, and to grow and foster that growth of being a disciple of Jesus Christ. And when we say welcome home, we really mean it. I was able to do that for a couple of people today. We have some folks who have family who are buried in our churchyard who, in the midst of COVID-19 awareness of their own mortality, decided to make some arrangements for themselves and to perhaps seek out a place where they might have their remains ensconced in hopes of the resurrection. And I was able to welcome them home, but also describe the process of how one is buried in the churchyard here at St. Peter's. It might sound a little macabre to talk about this as an update, but I just want to show and showcase just how much of a community of faith and love and witness and welcome this is. You see, at St. Peter's, when someone is brought to us for burial, for committal to the ground, we don't refer to it as a burial. We don't refer to it necessarily as a committal, except in a liturgical sense. We refer to it as tucking them in. That is not just an aphorism, a way of saying something pleasant about the unpleasant. It's an honest awareness that we have been entrusted by someone with what remains on the earth after their soul departs to Christ. And we take that responsibility very seriously. So much so that when we actually inter cremains, which is a very simple process, not as complicated as a casket burial here in the state of New Jersey, we actually take responsibility as a congregation to open that grave, to place those cremains in them, and to close it again. We take an active hand in caring for, welcoming home, and continuing to offer care for someone's mortal remains. So the word is welcome. And I want to extend that to you and ask you, what are some unusual ways that you extend a welcome to others in your life? Do you welcome someone to merge first on the roadway instead of you? Do you welcome them when they come to deliver a package at your home and leave it on your doorstep? Do you welcome people when you invite them to a Zoom cocktail hour or to a Zoom meeting? How do you welcome? Do you extend a warmth? Do you extend a sense of connection and a sense of honor to that person? So I invite you this day to remember the word of welcome and how we are called to welcome all in the name of Christ, and even to welcome all as Christ to us. Thank you so much. I bid you peace and grace, and may this day be one of blessing to you. May your holiday for the Columbus holiday be one of blessing and rest and refreshment, I pray. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.